Welcome back, folks. I want to talk about a trade that I did on the pound, which I posted on my Twitter. Okay, it was this trade here where we had this massive dump down, and I took a long from this and I exited at a close to a daily high. So that's a trade that I want to talk about. Prior to this post, I did also post this chart without the move up, saying that this is a fake trend. So you can have a look at that on Twitter. Okay, the premise of the trade was that this was a pump down, which was the manipulation, okay, on the Monday where we had a high impact news for pound. Okay, so you can look at the news calendar on Forex Factory /calendar for Forex related news. And this was on the 3rd of June, 2024. And so I want you to notice, what does the market do? Okay, so this is prior to the news release. We take out the lows, okay, so we've taken out liquidity, okay, and then we consolidate. So I've mentioned many times, when you have a move down, then you want to see what does the move down do after. So you have this move down, which takes out liquidity on the left, okay? After that move down, which is a pump down, right? That's the initial manipulation. We have this consolidation. Now, this was on a day where we had high impact news. So this pump down, in my view, was the initial manipulation. And there was a reason. That was not enough. There was a reason why I was already bullish on pound, which is why I entered. So it's not the fact that we went down, okay, that I entered. It's also not the fact that we took out liquidity that I entered. And it's also not the fact that we had news on this day, okay? I've combined all of those things with my higher time frame bias, which was bullish on pound. The reason I was bullish on pound is because there was a double equal highs, right? There were equal highs, a double top at 1.28 on the daily chart, okay? So if I switch up to a daily chart, I will show you that. Let me find where that is. Okay, so here we go. So that's the maroon line that you could see on my chart. So I entered on, well, the 3rd of May. I can't see it on here, but anyway, so that was a double top, okay? And there it is there. There's the Monday, okay? So we had that move down that I had considered to be false based on the fact that we hadn't taken out these double highs, okay? This high and this high, okay? So prior to the Monday, we had this high intact and this high intact. So they were equal highs. So when the market went down that Monday, prior to the news, took out this low, okay? Then consolidated all on the lower time frame. That's when I entered for a move up, okay? So that's what the basis of that trade was. Okay, now I don't always wait for the exact high to get out. It was enough for me to exit based on this high. Okay, I'm always only targeting the most recent high, which was back up here, 1.275 something, and that's what I got out at 1.27560. Okay, so that's enough for me. A nice return with a very small time frame of the day. So just a couple of hours that trade was over. Okay, so let's have a look at what's pound doing right now. Where could pound be going? Like the euro pound is also had a nice move down. Okay, this is a daily chart, so this is last Friday on NFP. The pound has moved down. I believe we will take out this liquidity, which is the low of that week, which is that Monday low. Okay, I didn't trade pound on Friday. Instead, I traded euro down on Friday. I haven't posted that up, but I will post that up on my Twitter feed in the next day or so. So you'll see that result. I think pound has more opportunity than euro, in my view. If you've seen my previous video on the euro, I believe pound has more opportunity to move down, okay, for our study. And I believe that the next draw on liquidity is beneath these equal lows, okay? And that will come into this kind of, rebalance this little gap that we have here, okay, between this high and these lows, okay? So for that reason, I think pound is headed down to that 1.2640 mark, okay? So watch that, learn, okay? Monitor the charts, look at a lower time frame. I want you to do this exercise on your own. Based on what I've taught you on the euro video, okay, if we have an objective that pound is headed down to 1.264, okay, then where would price need to pull back up into for a continuation to that downside, okay? And does price do that pullback after we take out these lows that I've got a line marked in green, or prior to that with a continuation down, ultimately reaching to this level, okay? So that's a study that I want you to do on your own based on what I've taught you on the euro chart, and then see what does pound do, how quickly do we get down to this level, do we get down to this level, and analyze how this market behaves in terms of price action, okay? So that's really all I want to cover in this video with regards to pound, okay? I've given you a higher time frame objective. I think on a weekly chart, it's a lot easier to see that's kind of where the current gap is in the market. I think that's where we're reaching for, okay? That's where I got that 1.264 from. And on a daily chart, we can see there are equal lows there, which the market should be reaching for. And that is just above where I believe, where we're headed to kind of rebalance this big up candle, okay? So I hope the video was useful. Monitor the charts over the next couple of days into next week and see how this performs. I will now talk with you in a future video.